Don't mind me, I'm just lamenting the loss of my aspect ratio. Going back to the older Gintama episodes is now going to be... It wouldn't have been so bad if I hadn't been shown the possibilities. But it's not all bad, because it's still Gintama. So let's enjoy it, shall we? Is it going to give us a recap of everything that we saw during the movie, or just, breeze through it so that we can see what's next? And it is actually good to see how the episode version differs from the movie here. I think the scenes are generally the same, but just high quality. Although I did realise that that umbrella had a fair bit more bunnies all over it. I honestly don't know where Gintama can go after this, because it will have to be something to... It can't do anything to go up against what was shown in these episodes, so it's going to have to be something relatively dumb and lax. Luckily, Gintama does quite well at that. Also, the fact that Kintoki's sword there was broken and split on the blade. That's the move that... Well, not the move, but that's what he did to that blind dude's sword the last time they met. So it was functionally identical to the episodes then. As I said, why would you ruin that dish? How much of his paycheck does he spend on mayonnaise? I feel the same. Slightly sickened. A silver-haired samurai. I wonder who that could be. Have they never looked into the history of like Katsura or Gintoki, and find out how that they are acquaintances, to say the least? The Shinsengumi's attitude on Gintoki and the others really flip-flops all around, doesn't it? Depending on the day and the mood. Who else? Wow. He gets very competitive when it comes to badminton. Physics be damned. I wonder what that comes under in the rules. I can't remember exactly what happened during that episode though. But I kind of, for some reason, think that Kentucky was also injured as well. I even if I wanted to, I couldn't keep up with the speech patterns. I thought I recognised the other one that was dressing up. Of course, he'd accept pretty much anything. I wonder if he's still down on his luck at the minute. Well, that's his life, isn't it? You've made yourself a new best friend, whether you wanted it or not. That's kind of a complicated one, but that one word might have been actually useful. No, she only had a brief interaction with him. Don't remember that one. And why would you be afraid of the plant guy? He's so nice. Why don't you invite him to a game of badminton? It seems maybe you should move the spectator seats back a little, and then you might be able to move the bench further away from the from the from the net. What is this camera angle? But you did. That's not the words you used, though. Actually, resting up then. So it isn't. Like, everything's back straight to normal. How? What? What? I don't think they're playing correctly. I don't think he's safe trying to sneak in. What is she? Is she talking about bugs or something? Ah. She has to read it to him. Even the sound effects. Is it too stimulating though? And this isn't too stimulating for him? Oh, don't step into the ground. So, in order to not injure him further, she uses physical force. Maybe you should withdraw for now. Gather some more information. Do you want to look through that new peephole? Drop. It shouldn't be corrosive. And why is it that there is such massive coincidences that it's always someone sneaking around thinking that they've been caught? I feel like this could have been useful before as well. Not more justaways. While I can appreciate the effort that went into the last one there, how does that help with any potential invaders or whatnot? Any particular reason we're having these musical interludes? And who's going to be front and centre lining up to buy them? Being a necromancer would be kind of amusing, actually. As long as you don't go full down the evil route. This is actually deadly. I'm assuming that was just an accident. How often does his sister request these fortifications? Orbital bombardment now? I. I. Okay. I guess they had to take some extra precautions due to Kondo. Maybe if he made himself known, it's like they'd be actually less willing to blast him into the chronosphere. The fact that you have taken these. I'm actually sad about the ice cream. Such a waste. You would have thought that he might have gotten the message at some point. He wasn't the only one caught. Okay. You just wanted to nurse him, right? Yeah. Got it. Ah, her glasses. I wondered what would be stuck on the. He's not wrong. Yeah. Why is it that all of her faculties fail whenever she doesn't have her glasses? It's incredibly psychosomatic. And no one in the household is coming to check up on these very loud voices. Probably because they've experienced it so much. She's proud of it. She's very expressive about this. She had a multitude of emotions when she found out that Gintoki could have had a child, yes. Is that better? Yeah, she wouldn't allow that. He actually escaped, did he? He not only got away from Otway, but also the fortifications. Just get into the fetal position. Multi-kill! The slow motion was drawn out just right to make it annoyingly long. Something that Gintama would perfect, actually. Ah, I couldn't recognise the hair. Well, you were coming in the dead of night. Okay, but you gonna impart any information more there or not? No? Okay. Is there much going on inside Gintoki's mind other than strawberry milk and jump? It it might have turned into what sounded like a school assignment rather than a proper investigation. Well, actually, first it started off as just an assassination mission. Yeah, we can understand why the Shinsengumi has the image that they do. When every one of their employees, members, whatever, has a memory span of about 4 minutes before being distracted. Or completely misunderstanding orders. But the fact also that the Shinsengumi are meant to be like the police in this instance, and they've got big actors like Katsura, like the bandaged face guy, I can't remember his name, and his army. And they haven't managed to catch any of them. Back to the ninjas. Are we going to see the resurgence of the curry ninjas? Oh dear. We've already seen what happens when that comes to pass, haven't we? In fact, it's something that I've tried to expunge from my memory as best as I can, unfortunately. Some things seem to stick. And as much as Gintoki himself is the unreliable, do-nothing character, it's quite sad when he's also the butt of everything that happens. Whenever something goes wrong, it's usually him who gets injured and it befalls upon. Just goes to show what, well, is there a kinder way of saying it than utter failures the other characters can be? I also feel like Gintoki's personality may be rubbing off a bit on Shinpachi. Not sure it's a good thing. But you know, Gintama, more than one episode, so if you want to carry on over to the next episode, that's fine by me, but you're more than welcome yourself to take some rest. Especially if you enjoyed. If you did, let me know. Leaving a like and a comment down below I'd be very grateful. But make sure I see you again. And if you too want to be sniffing around under my floorboards in search for more Gintama episodes, consider joining over onto my Patreon. My patrons have been down there for days in search for more Gintama. So to Flordataku, Sal, Ray Win, Yuki Ali, Aegis TR, Denimet 1997, Louis Almanza, Aisha M, Danny Tree, Daniel Jorgensen, ASD, and of course, everyone else. Thank you.